Baby, we gotta talk about last night. Okay, we gotta talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we got some things to discuss. You know, a part of me wants to call this the Little Women of Beverly Hills because I don't understand for the life of me how these ladies continuously let Erica call them all types of names, yell at them, do all of these shenanigans, and never, once pop all the way off on her. I be thinking to myself sometimes, where is Portia when you need her? Where is a Nene when you need her? Where is a Monique when you need her? Where is I don't know, even a Brandy Glanville when you need her? Where is a Caroline Manzo when you need her? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need somebody that's gonna pop all the way back off. A Kenya Moore, but Kenya is Erica's home girl. You know what I'm saying? That's a home girl. You know what I mean? Her home girl. So I doubt that would happen. All right. But I digress. Let's let's get into it. All right, let's really get into it. We're discussing season 12, episode 18, Rocky Mountain Bye. Okay. Usually I think that the phrase would be Rocky Mountain High, but they put in the bye. Okay. Yes, a Dorinda. Where is a Dorinda when we would need her? You know what I'm saying? Or a Bethany. Somebody that is gonna get with Erica in a way that a Toya from Married to Medicine. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's not gonna let them talk to her any type of way. Okay. Now, I applaud Crystal for standing her ground. Crystal never once came out of her character, and I have to applaud that. But I just be wanting one time for one of these ladies to just gather her all the way together. Absolutely. Bethany had Erica on the mute. Okay. If you go back into the archives, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right. Yes, a Dr. Heavenly, somebody that'll get her all the way together. Cause I'm just tired of Tammy Roman, somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it. Kyle crying for the girls' attention and things. I don't know. We're gonna get into it all because there's a lot to discuss with this episode. So I don't know if you guys have your drinks or not. And if you don't, I hope you got your Kathy tequila because, baby, if you ain't drinking Kathy's tequila, you in trouble. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in just 1 second. Now, anyway, we start the episode off. Before we get into that, let's do a rating. We got to do our ratings for this episode on a scale of 1 to 10. What are you guys giving this episode on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a solid 10. You know what I'm saying? I got to give it a 10 because for me, it was so chaotic. It was so all over the place. It was so much happening. Different people arguing with different people. You know what I'm saying? That it was that weird reconciliation that Maurizio made Kyle and Dorit do. It was just so much going on that I don't know, man. I know it's a good episode when I got 2 pages of notes and we ain't got past the first 15 minutes. Okay. That's how I know it's a good episode. It was so much going on. And the other thing is, it was so many little moments that happened that you just had to see. You just had to see it to understand it. Okay. Kathy and this tequila, and Kathy getting upset with Lisa Rinna over this tequila. You know her friend Kendall Jenner's tequila. Matter of fact, I think that from what I heard, Kendall Jenner actually stopped following Lisa Rinna after this episode. which I cannot verify because I too have been blocked by Lisa Rinna. And so there goes that. But anybody out there that can check, go ahead and check for us and let us know. Does Kendall Jenner still follow Lisa Rinna? I had heard that. I'm not sure, but somebody let me know. You can just simply go on to Instagram and find out. The first person that does, chime down in the chatterization. Okay. Now, baby, now I want some tequila too. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. So y'all, I see a lot of people saying I'm nice with my ratings. No, I feel like I just look, first of all, number one, I come with each episode in a state of gratitude for the fact that I have entertainment to watch, right? Because during the panorama, there was a time when the shows was slow to come out, right? And it was like, when are we gonna get new shows? So I add in points, okay, just for the simple fact that I'm gracious that I got something to watch, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? I don't see too many episodes where I just be like, I hate this whole episode. That to me, I don't know. And I also have to give this episode a 10 because there was a shift in the dynamics and cracks in the Fox Force. And I'm here for that. Okay. I could give that, oh, yep. Jasmine says Kendall did unfollow Lisa. Lisa, your friend, you trying to support your friend, and your friend don't even want to follow you because you coming after Kathy Hilton. Dang, that's gotta be real. That's gotta be some type of humiliation right there. You trying to do so much for your friend Kendall Jenner's Tequila, and she unfollowed you. Now that's got to be something. Okay. Paris says she's following Kendall, but Kendall don't follow back. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, it is what it is. That's life. Them's the breaks. Speaking of breaks, Kyle and Lisa Rinna are discussing Erica's rampage from the night before. And they both agree that there were indeed victims. Because Erica can't say whether or not either she cannot say that they are allegedly. Let me put this badge up here because these people, everybody throwing out a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? On the Beverly Hills. So I don't know. You got to be real careful. Allegedly, Erica can't acknowledge victims. Okay. In some sentences, she says she cannot say these things. In some sentences, she says she acknowledged them. I don't know which logic I am supposed to believe that she is giving to me, but whatever. Okay, right now, whatever. Now, well, I mean, if you know, you know. Okay, you know. And so Rinna says that she actually confronted her about this in the car. And we do get a flashback of Lisa Rinna, confronting her on the way back after they left, the site of the rampage. And you can hear Dorit even trying to tell Erica that Kyle was trying to explain to her that there were indeed victims. There has to be an acknowledgement of that. Erica is telling Dorit, because they're having a conversation separately in Diana's suite. Okay. No. This was in the flashback. My bad. This was in the flashback. In the flashback, Erica says, I did not acknowledge that like 9 months ago. And in my mind, I'm like, but yeah, you say you acknowledged the victim 9 months ago, but today you are saying alleged victims and acting as if you don't know if there really were victims, or at least not trying to acknowledge them. And furthermore, you said you don't care about them. They are not your responsibility. Okay. So at the Garcelle's house, they feel like Kyle was actually trying to throw her a bone. Even with Andy said that on Watch What Happens Live, like it seemed like Kyle was really trying to save you from yourself in that moment, girl. But Erica does not, logic and reason tend to go out the window with her. let's say something for I think to be true, right? In Erica's defense, I am sure that there are certain things that she cannot say. But also, like Kyle will later say, surely you can express feeling or emotion without implicating anyone. Okay? Period. I understand that you can't say certain things. I understand that you are also not able to go into specifics about said victims. But you can acknowledge that there are people who lost loved ones in these instances because the cases were indeed won. Period. Point blank. Okay. And the other thing that Erica does, and I don't understand if it's not getting through her 1 point however many $1 million earring face, is that she continues to think or say that the ladies are seemingly implying or questioning her guilt in the situation. And that's not the thing that is in question here. It is not your guilt, whether or not you are guilty, because we know that you most likely benefited from that money that could have gone elsewhere, right? Most likely. Okay. Anyway, Erica and Diana Sweet and Erica and Dorit, they are at their safe haven. There's this at the safe house, okay? Because it's so dangerous out there with the rest of these ladies. You know, the rest of the ladies who are not cursing them out every chance that they get. They recap the previous night, and when Dorit says that Kyle was trying to help her see that there are victims, Erica says that they are trying to legally get her to say something she can't say. And in my mind, if you feel like that's what it is, you do not need to scream, yell, and curse. You can simply say, listen, ladies, there's stuff that I can't talk about yet. When I can talk about it, I will. But right now, I am doing everything in my power to maintain whatever it is the court is asking me to do. And I do know that there are people involved that have had bad things happen to them. For that, I pray every day that if there's anybody that needs to be made whole, that they need to be made whole, because that needs to happen. It's as simple as that statement. But because she is so defensive, she just continues to come across cold-hearted, and she says bottom of the barrel things to these ladies, okay? For which if anybody else said those things, the group would never let it go. Trust, okay? She also says she's gonna remember that she's gonna remember everybody that was against her when she's proven right. Okay. Anyway, Kathy and Rinna, no, Kyle and Rinna walk the dog and Kathy as Kathy tries to tip on down the street in her wedge boots in the snow. Now, Garcelle, Sutton, and Crystal end up meeting with Rinna, Kyle, and Kyle's dog at the restaurant. Girl, leave this dog at the house while these people trying to eat. Anyway, Kathy has somehow disappeared and floated off into the distance. Kyle lets them know that Erica and Dorit packed up Erica's stuff last night and fled the scene and ran to Diana's safe house, okay? And Rinna has texted her, and she's learned that Erica says she's not okay. Rinna wants to know where Dorit and Diana are, though, because they're all supposed to be meeting to go to Kimosabi, which is Kyle's favorite place in Aspen, okay? Kathy finally comes waltzing in, and Kyle wants to take the girls over to the Kimosabi to get some cowboy hats and drinks. At Kimosabi, they make your hats for you. Okay, it's not just cowboy hats, but it is a hat store that they get a lot of cowboy hats from. She wants to text Diana and Dorit about going, but girl, it's like, you should know they are not going with y'all. Meanwhile, Gucci down Diana and Dorit go shopping with Erica as she rolls up in her apple bottom jeans and her boots with the fur. Erica is not going to the hat store with those girls, okay? And of course, Dorit wants to make all the excuses for her. But Erica says, F Kyle, that store, and all of those ladies, okay? Now, Diana, in a shocking moment of clarity, okay, says, Erica, if you were not married to Tom and you heard this story about these victims, how would you feel? Wouldn't you feel terrible? Diana is trying to squeeze an ounce of humanity out of Erica. And Erica's response is this: justice needs to be served, and I just can't. I tried and I can't. Girl, you could have answered her question for real. I ain't no lawyer, but I feel like you could have answered it, okay? So anyway, it turns into Erica talking about, I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting. And so Diana in her confessional says, I mean, girl, you can't say I don't care about the victims. It's a horrible thing to say, and I truly hope she doesn't mean it. But you know what's funny? Erica cannot have any empathy for victims, okay, that Diana so boldly donates $100,000 to, okay? But she cannot seem to get over the fact that Garcelle is seemingly cold to her. She cannot get over anything that Sutton has done. She's going to hold these girls to the fire for the rest of her life, and she's going to let Garcelle know every time she see her that she should be grateful for the fact that she donated that money to the Haiti, okay? In my mind, that's how it's coming across, all right? It's so shocking to me that these ladies are so willing to let go and be bygones with Erica every time she curses them the heck out, okay? It's crazy to me. Erica don't even want to fly on the private jet, and you know that was probably that was probably a hard thing for her to say. But she would rather fly commercial and coach in the back near the bathroom than fly back on a private jet with the rest of them ladies. Oh, and apparently, did you hear? There's good news for her. She's winning in Chicago, the lawsuit that Sutton was asked to be called in on. Guess what, y'all? It was dropped. She is free and clear. She has got the victory. But girl, this is a short-lived victory because they was most likely gonna actually open up that case in California. But whatever, let's celebrate today, okay? Let's celebrate. She says, let's see if they'll congratulate me today. How they gonna congratulate you? You don't even want to see them. Anyway, speaking of that case, Sutton reveals to the other group that was the case that she was called on, and Crystal is like, y'all do know that case is likely going to be picked up in California, and that was the reason why it was dismissed in Chicago, right? Okay. And Kyle's point is it's all about the victims. It's all about the victims, guys. And you know, Kyle is hurt. But we're gonna get to her in a minute. Erica is like, I'm not gonna talk to them about something that was dismissed today. Erica is acting like they are coming at her about these lawsuits. That's not what they're coming at you about. They're coming at you about how crazy it is that you got this thing about these earrings in the press that they want you to turn over. You ain't turned them over yet, and you still rocking the earrings as of this day, okay? As Dorit will later say, it takes a special type of person to run around these streets of Aspen wearing the earrings that are all over the news. that you know at a certain point you're going to have to turn over. But girl, you might as well get the last bit of wear out of them that you can. Anyway, the other girls try to come by in the store that, you know, that Sutton, not Sutton, that Diana and Dorit and Erica are in. And what we see on the camera is Kathy trying to unlock the door. And Dorit and Erica tell the store owner, don't unlock the door, don't unlock the door. But it was actually, as Erica pointed out last night on Watch What Happens Live, it was actually Crystal that was at the door first when they said, don't open the door. I was like, shade. They are mad at Crystal, okay? So they head down to the Kimusabi to get their cowboy hats and whatnot. RINNA wants a margarita, all right? Now, Kathy says to the girls, oh, they have my tequila here. Yay! And RINNA wonders, did Kathy put the tequila there? Okay. And she basically says that Kathy probably made sure that tequila was there. And she said, and good for her. Okay, good for her. Then we get flashbacks of several other times Kathy has been trying to promote this tequila. Okay. So, of course, when RINNA goes to order, she ain't getting Kathy's tequila. Okay. She gonna try 818, okay? Because you know that's her friend Kendall Jenner's tequila. You know that friend that's not following her no more, that she still follows. Yes, but she's gonna get that because you know she's never tasted that tequila. She needs to have her a drop, okay? So when RINNA goes to order, you know, she tries the 818, and we get a voiceover of Kathy saying, I cannot effing believe what she just said. And so Garcelle wanders over to see what kind of shot, you know, Lisa Rinna is taking. And she tells her that she's going to try Kendall Jenner's tequila because she's just curious. Almost like she's explaining it to Kathy, okay? So Garcelle in her confessional jokes, are we under contract to drink this tequila? Because I want to know, because I did not sign up for on the dotted line for this. So even Garcelle kind of notices that the tequila is kind of being shoved down their throats. Honestly, at this point, it don't matter because Kathy is pissed. You either drinking my tequila or you not, okay? So Kathy's ready to go home. Her mood didn't change. Kyle tries to tell her to shake it off and not to let it ruin her mood. And Kathy is like, oh, I'm leaving. And don't say nothing because if she brings that up, it's too effing disgusting, okay? So RINNA says she now has 3 friends who have tequila and she just wanted to taste the one she hasn't tried yet. Yeah, right. You knew you was getting under Kathy's skin with that tequila. I don't know why you just didn't drink that latest tequila. I'm sure it was free, okay? I'm sure the tequila was free. Actually, I'm sure the whole experience was free because the stink that Kyle made about this whole arranging this private event for them in Kibusabi, I feel like all of the liquor should have been free, but whatever. So Kathy has to ask the bartender to keep the tequila out, okay? And she's like, can you pour some glasses, okay, and keep the tequila out? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to come behind the bar and do it myself, and I don't want to have to do that. So can you can you make sure that the glasses with the margaritas are already sitting right here on display like I need them to, okay? Like do what I asked you to do, okay? That's all alleged. I'm making that part up, but that's what it was given in that scene, right? So then she goes to Garcelle and Sutton and she says, you know, don't say anything because I don't want to make an issue. And then she says, mocking RINNA, she's like, oh, I want to try Kendall Jenner's 818, right? And she says that right in front of me. And now Kyle doesn't do an effing thing about it. And at that point, Kyle herself is taking a margarita. But honestly, Kyle, I'm like, I hope it's Kathy's brand. Please let it be Kathy's brand. So in her confessional, Kyle admits that once Kathy is mad, it's hard to turn her off when she's pissed off, and Kathy is pissed. And she tells Sutton and Garcelle that she's just going to leave and go look around, and then she takes one last gulp of her tequila and dips. She must have forgot that she had the mic on because as she's leaving, she's still effing pissed off. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this tequila. So I said, you know what? On today, now, this ain't Kathy's Tequila. But I said, for all this tequila talk, I'm gonna need me a shot. Now, what I want y'all to do is not tell Kathy that this ain't her brand of tequila. This is Vita Tequila. But you know what? I said in honor of all the tequila talk on today, I said we about to have a shot. So cheers to Kathy. Okay, and cheers to Kendall Jenner. Okay, and cheers to Vita Tequila. Okay, have you some. Oh, and it's straight too. Okay, let me drink. Let me just drink it straight. Now, if y'all remember the name of Kathy's Tequila, please write it down in the comment section down below so I can get out here and buy me a couple of cases. Because Lord knows, if we don't get this tequila, I don't know what's gonna happen to Kathy on this show. Okay, I don't know if she'll come back. So Kyle reveals in her confessional that while Kathy can be funny, she can also be difficult. You don't say, okay? And she's upset that it upsets her so much. So then Mauricio arrives to save the day, and it's time to take shots, okay? Now, I wrote in my notes, this little group right here, they seem like they having a whole lot of fun, without Diana and her energy, without Erica cursing everybody out, and without Dorit and her following and people pleasing, okay? This little group right here, I feel like they could have a good time together, all right? Anyway, Erica, Diana, and Dorit talk about shopping and investments, and we learn that Erica is wearing, okay, the 1.2 Diamondale earrings. Oh, yeah, she's wearing them in the scene today. I said, you is one. I mean, even again, Dorit has to comment in her confessional. It takes a special type of person to wear the earrings in question that the people are going to be coming for in this whole court case. Okay, it takes a special type of person. Oh, that's the name of the tequila is Casa del Sol. Random info. Thank you so much for that information. I appreciate you. I said, well, you gonna wear the earring? You brought them with you to the Aspen? Girl, they should be in some type of safe deposit box someplace. I don't know. They should not be with you right now. Okay. Anyway, Erica and Dorit talk about being Aspen refugees, and Diana has provided them a safe haven from all the nasty girls who have been, not cursing them out. All right. Back at Kimusabi, they burning hats for $500. Meanwhile, Dorit decides that she needs to FaceTime Kyle and let her know she's not gonna come to you ever notice Dorit get out of spending her money all the time? She did not. I didn't see her buying any of them wind chimes Jamie Lee Curtis had. Okay, even though she was cooing and oohing and eyeing over them wind chimes, but I didn't see her buy a bag like I did Diana. Okay, so now she getting out of buying these $500 hats. I see you, Dorit, and if you on a budget, just say so. Okay, just say that. I mean, I'm not mad at a budgetista. But I mean, if you could afford to be Fendi, Gucci down to the socks, I mean, clearly you could afford these $500 hats and then wind chimes that Jamie Lee Curtis was doing for the charity. And it won't Toothless Not Homeless. Okay. Anyway, I digress because that's what I do. I've had a shot of tequila at this point, and it ain't Kathy's. Anyway, we learned that Kyle has taken over the whole space. But Dorit feels like she can't leave Erica right now. Erica is Erica is a broken woman, according to Dorit, okay? And so Kyle, now upset about last night, now upset about Kathy leaving. Kyle is beyond hurt that Dorit is basically choosing Erica over her. Because, Dorit is going to go where the clout is, okay? That is how it feels on this show. Dorit goes where the clout is. The clout is going to be with Erica because Erica seems to have the most power. Why does it seem as though Erica has the most power? Because Erica can curse everyone out in the room, and all the rest of the girls are still trying to coddle her and be her friend. Okay? So Dorit obviously knows where the power lies, and so I'm going where the power is. Okay? So Dorit she's like blown that Kyle is so hurt And I think she hung up on him. But anyway, Erica tells her girl, go. I don't want this to affect your friendship with Kyle, you know. But then she says, did anybody say that Erica says that did anybody that was effing me over last night say anything about my case being dismissed? Nope. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you are conflating these issues yet again. 1, the case was dismissed in Chicago. 2, it was likely going to be picked up in California. 3, the argument was about your lack of empathy for the alleged victims. 4, for which you now think it's questionable that they even were victims. And 5, for telling everyone and the world that the only person that you care about is yourself. Okay? 5 things that we're dealing with right now. 5 things. Several of them you are dead wrong on. Okay? So anyway, back at Kemosabe, Garcelle wants a neat tequila, kind of like what I'm drinking right now. Okay? Now that is smooth, I gotta tell you, but anytime you drinking tequila neat, it's gonna get you. Okay. Anyway, Rinna wants to know how she can make the situation better between Kyle and, mind you, we are only like 15 minutes into the episode. I just want to let y'all know that we're only 15 minutes into the episode. Anyway, Rinna wants to build a bridge. She's gonna try to go talk. She's gonna roam the streets of Aspen, find ERIKA. Girl, just look for the camera crew. Okay, that's all you got to do. Look for the camera crew and try to make the situation better. All right. Dorit now doesn't want to go at all to Kemosabe because she thinks that the girls are going to be mean to her. Ain't nobody thinking about you, Dorit. You ain't got not anything going on, okay, outside of being Erika Jane's lackey in this moment. And so, to be honest with you, I don't even think that the rest of the girls would know that you were there. The only person that I think that would probably even care that you were there was Kyle, and because she was the one who was upset about it. Everybody else, I don't think could care one bit. Okay, because truth be told, in my mind, I believe that the reason why Dorit ran over to Diana's is because she did not want to stay with those girls in that house. Okay, but anyway, I digress. Back at Kyle's house. All right. Oh, the Diana, Erica, and Dorit, they spot Rinna running around the streets of Aspen, okay? And Erica is practically gloating because she won that case, and she doesn't give a F about how much Kyle put into this trip or not, because what happened to her today is that much bigger. Now, I'm not saying she shouldn't celebrate her victory, but girl, that's not even what they was talking about, okay? So celebrate all you want to, but I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that you were acting like a total, I'm not even gonna call her, like she was just on a rampage last night. Meanwhile, back at Kyle's house, Rinna tells her that she had pizza with the girls, and Kyle is annoyed because she had planned this whole private shopping event, and then Dorit didn't bother to show up. And then when and Kyle feels like I show up to everybody's stuff, whether I'm mad at them or not, okay? And she flat out says that Erica was being an a-hole the night before. Now, Kathy is there. She slides back into the scene because guess what? She's been found. And so she chimes in that it doesn't feel good, Lisa Rinna, when people aren't there for you. The camera pans right to Lisa's face. So Kathy says, well, maybe Erica was embarrassed about last night. So Lisa, of course, encourages Kyle to have a ponderosa with the girls, okay? And Kyle wonders why Kathy is so chipper all of a sudden, but she's just going to enjoy it because it's one less battle to fight. This, to me, is the basis for a lot of Kyle's issues. In my opinion, Kyle and her family, which I don't know about, but it seems to me as though Kyle and her family have seemingly been like they get through things by pushing things under the rug. They probably need some type of therapy, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not a therapist or a counselor. And so this is not therapeutic advice. But in my opinion, okay, I can still give my opinion. Some therapy will probably do them some good. And so Kyle is going to later do what she does with Kathy, which is just be okay. I'm gonna put a band-aid on something that needs surgery, okay, instead of addressing it, doing the surgery, and taking the real time to do the work and heal. Okay. So I feel like until she learns how to do that, she's still going to be a follower of Erica James, and she's still going to allow Kathy to get away with whatever Kathy gets away with. And Kyle got some stuff involved in this too, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, they're not going to get past whatever they got going on. And I heard it only gets worse at the reunion until they really sit down and address the issues that really do need to be addressed. And again, they probably need somebody like a Dr. Francis, but that's a Love and Marriage Huntsville situation, which we will talk about this weekend. Okay. So anyway, it's time to get glam for dinner. Okay. I am crying watching Garcelle wait for Sutton as Crystal gleefully plays on her phone. This was probably one of the lightest moments in the episode. Anyway, I think Kyle is crying in the back room. Okay, I believe she's crying in the back room when Dorit stops by, and Kyle tells her that Erica did all of this to herself. Kyle is so over Dorit because they are supposed to be like family, like sisters. Well, we didn't see what's going on with you and your sisters. Anyway, but she's like, you chose Erica over me, okay? And at that point, for some reason, randomly, she screams to Dorit to F off, okay? And Dorit is pretend whining and crying too, because she's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do either, girl. I didn't choose her over you. I just did what I felt like I could because she was a broken woman, girl. What you want me to do? And so anyway, Lisa wants them to put a pin in it, but she can't really stop them like Mauricio can, okay? Mauricio comes in like the urban cowboy and puts a stop to that mess and basically slaps the women together and make them hug. Literally, that is what happened in the scene. If you do not believe me, go back and watch it, okay? It was so weird. It was weird because it was like, I get it. You know, he's coming into the situation uninvolved, right? All he wants is for his wife and PK's wife to get along. But forcing them together like that, smashing them together is not going to be the way to get them past the issue, because really what it does is it just glosses over the fact that there is still a true issue that lies betwixt the two of them that still got to be worked out, right? But I guess he just wasn't in the mood for it that day. So anyway, on the way to dinner, we learned that Cherie is constipated, and maybe that's what she's been this entire trip, because I ain't really seen or heard much from her at all. Anyway, it's the last night in Aspen, and the spot they're going to is basically like a little bar. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they got a little charcuterie board on the thing too. And I don't know how y'all know about me and the charcuterie board, but I loves me a charcuterie board, okay? Chime down in the chatterization if you like a charcuterie board and what you like on your charcuterie board, because that's what I was living for. And actually, I'm salivating right now. Hold on. That'll take care of that. Anyway, Lisa fills in as the hostess, and Kyle rolls up because she's still reeling from the argument with Dorit. I guess Mauricio smacking them together didn't really do much. Rinna orders a Don Julio. I said, Rinna, you ain't learned your lesson yet? Girl, if you don't get that Casa del Sol, I don't know. Ooh, Rinna is gonna drink every tequila, but give me the Casamigos. Give me the Don Julio. Give me the Patron. Give me the 818. Give me the Rocks Vodka. The tequila. Give me some Belvedere. Give me some Goose. Give me some Henny. Give me some E&J. Give me some Arbor Mist. I don't care what you give me. Just do not give me no Casa del Sol or whatever that is that she trying to peddle to us on this show, okay? She said she is not going to let Kathy be great. Not one bit, okay? Now, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not mad at this storyline because it is funny to me. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it is. All of this is over tequila. this the kind of stuff that I be liking when they be arguing over, because I'm like, are we really seriously having a debate about this? I'm either you gonna drink the tequila or not. My best advice for Lisa is to drink the tequila, because I don't feel like you want to mess with no Hiltons. Okay, that's why even though I'm drinking this Vita today, I'm gonna order myself a case of them the Casa del Sol, because I ain't trying to mess with these Hiltons out here. Okay. Meanwhile, Kyle lets them know that Dorit came over and she was hurt, okay? And she relays to the girls that Dorit said that Erica was a broken woman. And so Dorit comes in and then she narrates the day with a broken Erica, as a broken Erica saunters into the restaurant with Diana. Anyway, Kyle then leans. It was so with interesting. In a moment of need, Kyle suddenly is cozying up to Garcelle. Garcelle, girl, I need somebody to talk to. What should I do about Erica? I should go talk to her and give her a hug, right? And I don't even know if Garcelle said anything. Next thing I know, Kyle is racing over to the bar to talk to Erica. You know, she got to get back in her good graces, okay? So Erica says, "Did you see my victory today?" 818 for everyone, but the bill is not on me. Anyway, Kyle does congratulate her, and Erica still doesn't get it. She's like, it's almost like she thinks the ladies think that she's guilty, and Kyle has to tell her, "Girl, ain't nobody talking about your guilt in this situation. Nobody says that. We just wanted to see some empathy from you." And Erica's like, "For what?" Kyle is like, "The victims, Rose, the victims." Like, I mean, girl. Kyle is like, "If you show empathy, that doesn't mean that you are to blame." And Erica says, "Though they're not my effing problem." Girl, they're not my problem either, technically, but I still feel for them. I still have concern for them. Anybody with emotions can have concerns for them. No, they're not my clients, as she clarified on Watch What Happens Live, but they don't have to be my clients for me to at least express a measure of sympathy or empathy for people who have gone through things and lost loved ones. Like, girl, again, it's about humanity. That's what it's about. Anyway, Erica says that she can't legally show any empathy. That's so weird that she would say that, because she says that she showed empathy 9 months ago. But that's just I don't know. Maybe empathy is different for different people. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she means empathy in a different way. I have no idea. Okay. And she says, when you lump her into that mess with Girardi Keys, who is actually responsible, you end up making her responsible. And she then says she feels very bad for those people. Why didn't you just say that last night? Okay, I don't understand. 1 minute you can say it, the next minute you can't say it. Say it. You just said it. You just said it. You just said it. Some kind of way, in 2.5 seconds, they are over it. Okay, they hug it out. Erica's just trying to make it through. Okay, Kyle don't agree with nothing she's saying, but Kyle is willing to just let it go, because she don't want to fight with nobody today. Okay, she's had enough, and they hug it out. Garcelle in her confessional says there's a double standard in this group. In 2.5 seconds, Kyle and Erica make up, but Erica can hold a grudge against Sutton for years. True. Okay. So Dorit is over in the corner. Courtney says, "Today's been a rough day, but watching you made my day better. Thank you for making me laugh." Oh, you know what? You know what? Cheers to Courtney, y'all. Your day is getting better already, baby. Get your Casa del Sol or your Vita, whichever you choose. Don't tell Kathy. Anyway. So Dorit is over in the corner trying to defend her boss, okay, about these victims with Crystal, especially Erica's victory in Chicago. Did you hear? And Crystal's like, "Girl, they're going to move that to California. What are you talking about?" Crystal basically says, "Well, I know her stance, and now I know yours." Okay? So Dorit counters, I don't know everything, and neither do you. But then Crystal says, I live with a moral compass, and I like to know that the people that I surround myself with do the same. And I was just like, ooh, that was a silent drag, and I loved it. I loved it. But Crystal, sometimes I need for you to be loud, okay? And as in this next instance, for whatever reason, I thought the episode was I thought it was over at this point. I really did. I was like, oh, that was the episode. But oh no, there's more. Over in the corner, Diana, Erica, and Lisa Rinna, and they just joking about how Erica was her stance and how she was going off on the girls last night. So Sutton and Crystal in the corner, I'm sure they were drinking Casa del Sol. I just know they were. We're talking about how much of a double standard is in the group, that Erica can yell at Crystal, but not Garcelle. And if she had yelled at Erica in the same way, the group would never let it go. And I'm like, Crystal, you are right. But Sutton is like, oh, I think you are 100% correct. However, I have been beat down enough this season. There have been 16 episodes where I have been beat down. And so my suggestion to you, my friend, is that you go and talk to them. Okay? I'm loving this Crystal too, baby. I feel like, oh, she has arisen. Okay? She hath arisen. And so meanwhile, Crystal goes back over to she marches right back over to that group, and she sits down and says, Erica, I don't like the way you spoke to me last night. Okay. I don't like that you was yelling at me. And Erica's like, I don't care. Because basically you were being an a-hole. And I'm like, now see, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Because the moment that she said that she called me an a-hole and I had been drinking too, Kathy's tequila at that. Okay. Let me tell you something about me and tequila. I don't drink tequila out in public that much. If so, I can only have either like 1 or 2 margaritas, or I can have 1 shot. But any more than that, and we in the danger zone. Okay, either I'm feeling very, very good, but it could be one little thing, and that one little thing is gonna send me over an edge, and I don't know who I am no more. Okay, and neither do the people around me. So for me, the moment that Erica started yelling at me like that, I would have been like, who the F are you yelling at, B? I mean, for real, 100%. You're not going to call me an a-hole when I'm talking to you calmly, okay? You're not going to do that. I don't care what you've been through. I'm going to put you through something else if you call me that one more time, okay? And so, and she also says that she regrets ever being there for Crystal when everybody else was coming after her or whatever. And from this point forward, she is on her own. So then Rinna chimes in that if she knows that Erica's been there for her, why would she turn on her like that? Crystal didn't turn on Erica. Crystal asked her a question about the earrings and did she feel any empathy for the victims. That is not a crime, okay? She didn't drag Erica. She spoke to her calmly. She never raised her voice. And all of a sudden, if you're not on the same page as Erica Jane, then you are on the wrong side of history in this group. It sounds crazy to me. It is gaslighting to the worst degree. And I cannot stand that these ladies continue to do this episode after episode after episode after episode. It is getting annoying to me. Anyway, Kyle is bored with this conversation because, she settled all her issues. Y'all ready to go to the next spot? So the next thing you know, okay, they trying to go to another hot spot. Garcelle and Sharia like, I ain't going out with these guys. I'm done with y'all. I'm done filming for the night. I'm out, okay? So that's when we get this idea that later that night, they go to the club. We see Kathy, we see Kyle, we see RINNA in a Sprinter. Kathy don't know if she can get in or not, okay? And then we get the text from RINNA, okay? And then, we get the text at the end saying with Kathy telling everybody to be silent. So we got to figure out what that's all about. But you know what's so funny to me? You know what's so funny to me? I got to show y'all something. And I was saving this. I was saving this to the end. Because I said, it's so crazy. RINNA said she had never seen somebody, so crazed and out of their minds and yelling and screaming and throwing things. And I said to myself, I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. But where have I seen it? Where have I seen this before? Where have I seen somebody crazed and screaming and throwing things? Where have I seen it before? I don't think I've seen nobody screaming and breaking things like that. Have y'all? Have y'all seen it before? I don't know if I have seen it before. Somebody yelling and screaming and throwing and breaking glass and reaching for Kim Richards' neck. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's so interesting to me how the times have changed. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy to me that the times have, shifted in such a way that she no longer has any remembrance of any of the things that she's done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just leave y'all with this right here.